So you've put in all the hard work. You've spent hours annotating data in Argilla, and now it's time for the payoff. The big question is, what's next? Well, in this explainer, we're going to show you exactly how to unlock that valuable dataset and really put it to work. Right? This is the million-dollar question. You've created this amazing, carefully labeled dataset, but at the moment, it's just kind of sitting inside your Argilla instance. It's this incredibly powerful asset, but it's basically locked in a vault. So how do we get it out and start using it? That is our mission for today. We're going to set that data free. I'm going to walk you through a super clear step-by-step path to access your data, refine it, and then share it, which just multiplies its value. Let's get right into it. Okay, let's dive in. The absolute first thing we have to do is get our hands on the data programmatically. Loading the dataset is that essential first step. It's literally like turning the key in the lock. Everything else we're going to do today totally depends on this. And you know what the best part is? It is so simple. It's just 2 little steps. First, you connect to your Argilla instance, where all your data lives. And second, you just load the specific dataset you want by calling its name. That's it. Seriously. And boom, just like that, your annotated data is loaded up and it's ready to be plugged right into your pipelines. And honestly, for a lot of you, this might be all you need. You could totally stop right here and start training your models or running your analysis. But if you want to take it a step further to really refine it and share it, we've got a couple more really powerful steps. So what if you don't want to use every single record? To create a true gold standard dataset, you really need to isolate only the records that are fully complete and have been vetted. And that, my friends, is where filtering comes in. And again, it's incredibly easy to do. All you have to do is filter for records with a completed status. When you do that, you're basically telling your pipeline, hey, only use the data that's passed all the checks. This is so key for training models that are robust and reliable. But here is a really important heads up. This is a crucial little detail. A completed record isn't necessarily a perfect record. All that status means is that the minimum number of required annotations has been met. You could still have responses inside that record marked as draft or even discarded. So for absolute data purity, you might need to add another layer of filtering. Just something to keep in mind. All right, you've accessed your data, you've filtered it for quality, now what? Now we get to the final and I think most impactful step, sharing your work. This is how you take a private project and turn it into a valuable resource for the whole community by exporting it to the Hugging Face Hub. Now, when you're exporting to the hub, you've basically got 2 main options, and the one you choose really depends on a pretty simple question. Are you sharing a finished product for others to use, or are you sharing a work in progress for other people to collaborate on with you? So option 1 is to export only your filtered, high-quality records. This creates a really clean, standard Hugging Face dataset that's perfect for model training. Option 2 is to export the entire Argilla project. We're talking pending records, your settings, the whole shebang. This is less about the final data and more about sharing the project itself. I know what you might be thinking. Why would I ever want to export everything, including all the unfinished records? Well, it turns out this method has some incredibly powerful perks, especially when you're talking about collaboration. Think of it this way. You're not just sharing the finished car. You're sharing the entire workshop, blueprints and all. All of your project settings get saved automatically, which is amazing for reproducibility. And your collaborators get the full context, which makes teamwork just seamless. And here's the real magic. This makes collaboration so ridiculously simple. Your teammate can import your entire project, the data, the settings, all the context, into their own Argilla instance with just a single line of code. It's like a complete instant transfer of your work. So cool. So let's just recap the journey we just went on. We started with this amazing annotated dataset that was locked inside Argilla. And in just 3 simple steps, we've loaded it, we've filtered it for quality, and we've exported it for the whole world to use. We've literally transformed a static asset into a dynamic, high-quality, and totally shareable resource. And that pretty much brings us to the end. Your data is unlocked, it's refined, and it is ready for action. So the only question left is the most exciting one of all. What are you going to build with it? A new state-of-the-art model? A groundbreaking analysis? The possibilities are now officially in your hands.